Is this on? Good. My fellow Americans, media personnel, and associate IWCers, it has come to my attention that the Greatest Faux Show stepped over the line during this past weekend at AEW All in Texas post Media Scrum. So, in the future, we have to be careful at what we do and what we say. Therefore, these are new standards and practices that the Greatest Faux Show promises to adhere to. They will be as the following. We have been told that we cannot make legacy comparisons in a room full of professional wrestlers. We have been told that media scrums are meant to praise and not provoke thought. We have been told that asking a dominant woman like Athena if her unprecedented championship run and streak was more impressive than the one the guy had who's having his retirement match in Atlanta was somehow offensive or disrespectful or even outrageous. We have been told that if you ask anything out of the vanilla confines of how did it feel to win your match tonight, that you are somehow clout chasing. Well, before I really say what I need to say, we were told that we could use the words ass, damn, and hell during any media scrum, as well as delight. We can't say the word delight unless we're referring the word delight to creamy panties. Then, of course, we can say it, okay? And finally, we were just told that you're doing too much. To that, I say, good. I'm glad that it made you uncomfortable. Because if you're triggered by a question I thought was going to elevate Athena's own greatness, then maybe it's not me you're mad at. Maybe you're mad that I asked something you weren't ready to hear. I mean, let's be honest. Most of you didn't even hear the question. You heard a clip, you heard a pop, you probably heard the infamous who, which was Athena's answer initially when asked. Listen, I love Athena. I have followed her since NXT when she was Ember Moon and her amazing run and feud with Asuka, all the way to her departure from WWE and her signing with AEW and becoming the Ring of Honor Forever Champ, as she also corrected me in the scrum that she is indeed our Forever Champ. But I love her. I love AEW. I love Tony Khan. But I didn't understand that it was a bad question until a friend of mine who happens to be one half of one of the greatest tag teams, Stevie Ray, one half of Harlem Heat, said, you know what? It might have been a little bit inappropriate. And reason being is that you got to understand how to separate yourself from being a fan and separate yourself from being a podcast host or a media personnel or a journalist or however, you're considered to be. And I took that to heart, and I understand that. So, again, this wasn't to stir up any controversy. I didn't do this to create clickbait or any of that stupid shit that you hear or see people do. It was a legitimate question. I didn't name drop anyone. Again, I didn't say this to create any kind of controversy, because if you know anything about my show, The Greatest Faux Show, where we intertwine the cultures of hip-hop and professional wrestling is one, that's already controversial in itself. So, once again, at The Greatest Faux Show, we ask the kind of questions that make people grow. We don't ask for flowers. We plant them. So, in conclusion, once again, to my fellow Americans and all media personnel and my fellow IWCers, right? Since the night of July 12th, the amount of backlash that I've received has been highly stressful. My name has been put through the mud. The Greatest Faux Show is a podcast and has been put through the ringer. Take this guy's credentials away from him. He's a retard. He's an idiot. Why was he in the room? Just to let you know, since that night, if you care, which I know Most of you don't anyway. And that's okay. I just want you to know that I have not slept with my wife. In fact, I was up all night. Oh, shit. What a world. What a world. Chief, I got you, baby.